Stand for my arrival, worm.
I don't wanna.
Okay. Welcome to not popcorn buckets this time.
It's not popcorn buckets.
Believe it or not, no.
I think I'm on the wrong show.
We probably both are. I think I've been silently banned from my own podcast, but just somebody keeps doing interviews without me.
Hey, it's
And
not my fault. It's not my fault. The flu virus has been going around, and you're just hugging the
it's
toilet.
not your fault that I almost died. I spent one morning been over a toilet throwing up.
Everybody's just been dying to know because they're like, Kyle Crump, who's this Devin fella? Where's this Kyle fella? Meanwhile, across town,
Hey, sorry Kyle couldn't be here. He's sick. Panned to me like
for real.
there was one day like I was drinking the night before and I was like, oh, it's probably the alcohol. And then I kept throwing it and I was like, the alcohol should be out of my system. I'm still throwing up. So something's not right. And then
It'd
my
be like that.
knee, I had the MRI today, still waiting on the results. It's been a wild month for me.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, Kyle, tell them what we're here for since we're not here for popcorn buckets.
Invincible.
Wait, you mean pop-pom?
Yeah. So, fun fact. We did a review of season 1. Well back when it first came out. I'm sorry, when season 2 came out. I should clarify. Season 2 came out and we reviewed season 1 because Devin hadn't watched season 2 yet. And you're maybe wondering yourself, man, didn't season 3 just end? Hasn't it been done for a while? Yeah. That's because somebody's happy ass dragged so hard that there is a hole in the pavement. Devin, I'm a huge Invincible fan. Whee! Hey, my favorite superhero. Was like, yeah, I forgot we were going to do that. And I was like, I didn't. It's still on the schedule. I'm getting a bit anxious because the release date is coming up. Devin.
Yeah.
So we decided to do a season 2 and season 3 and just put it together because who knows when Devin's going to finish the series.
I
He claims he
season
finished
3.
season 3, but we all know.
I should have grabbed I knew we were going to record this episode today. I should have grabbed and see where they're at in the book series because I'm staring at all the books because honestly,
there's still okay. So the big books, from what I've read online, that first big volume book,
yeah,
they're like a quarter of the way through.
I know. Gosh, I know out of the mini because I've got the big book. Like to round it off, I have all the mini books. Like the mini trade paperbacks.
Yep.
And then I got the big book number 3, which wraps it all up. I think they're.
Why don't you grab it real quick? Just don't unplug everything this time.
Yeah, for real. Hold up.
So, Invincible is a story about Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
No, it's not. Maybe in season 3, yeah.
His daddy is like, I want you in the family business. And he's like, nah. And he gets the shit kicked out of him by his own papa. So yeah, but no, for real, he's a Viltrumite. If you haven't seen the series, he's a Viltrumite, kind of like a Superman character, inspired by Spider-Man and Nightwing and Superman, like those three. His dad, Omni-Man, is sent to like take over Earth, and this whole jazz. And so that's season 1. Season 2 is Mark struggling with the sins of his father and having to like make amends. Season 3 is him being like, fuck the GDA. Y'all are doing some shady stuff. And yeah, I thought Devin would be back by now. So yeah, there's a whole thing where he fights a guy from another reality or from his reality. I don't know. Devin may have to clarify that. Um, Devin fight. Yeah, Devin fights people. No, Mark fights um, else or other dimension versions of him because typically this is really taking longer than I thought. Because Langstrom goes like a bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs when all the minds from the other dimensions combine. So apparently, in most universes, Mark is evil because he gets his powers early, except for maybe in this one. Um. So yeah. Oh, thank God, he's back. Did you have to go to Viltrum to find him?
What's up?
You have to go to Viltrum to find him?
No, so
Mother trucker.
I didn't move anything. Anyway,
Devin's recording will continue on a new track.
don't worry. When I go to edit this, it's only one track. Anyways, so sorry about that. I had to do the math because in the comic book, some plots are in different books that they've already wrapped up. So,
Huh.
with that, can you hear me pretty good?
I can hear you okay.
Okay, so obviously, season 2 and a little bit of season 3, book 7. Okay, book 7 is where we meet Langstrom, and that was also the start of season 3 a little bit. Okay, also when he was still with uh
Carol Danvers.
basically plain Jane Amber. Okay, it's great storyline. Then still some of season 2 when they went to the space station and fought. Okay,
Okay.
that was the wrap up of season 2. Book 9. Yeah, book 9 is when what's her face shows up, and also thing with his dad. So when did she show up? Did she start near the end of
She
season?
showed okay, so like Conquest, last episode of
Last
season
season?
1, I think, and then it carried over. No, it was season 2. My bad, my bad. Because
Okay.
it was when he was like making reprimands for his father and all that jazz.
Okay. So end of season 2. Yeah, because they're up in space with Al the alien. I don't want to reread this. So season 3 is book 10, where we found out what Cecil did. Right when he lashes out. That's book
Mm-hmm.
10.
When he goes on and like, I'm not like my dad. You're a bad guy. Me.
Pretty. Yes. That's where that starts. So that's book 10. Book 11 is where they start Invincible Inc., where he gets his iconic blue suit,
Mm-hmm.
and near the start of the Mark and the Funky Bunch Wars.
Yep. Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yep. And then book 12, where it ended with the wrap up of the Marky Mark Wars and Conquest. Because
Yep.
as you see here in the back of the panel, he's staring at Mark. He's
Well, if you
staring at.
flip it to the front, you can see Conquest.
Oh yeah, see.
Is
And
Conquest gay in the series?
in the cartoon. Oh, is it because he blew a kiss? Yeah,
Yeah.
Loki. Loki, that was kind of weird. I was
No,
like,
everybody is like they're like typecasting him as like Conquest being gay, and I'm like, okay. And then the creator confirmed that no mask Mark is gay because he misses William.
how's that gay? That's just missed his friend. That's his friend.
It wasn't in that context.
Uh, I was
The
talking about.
no. The creator was like, no, that Mark's gay.
He just. I actually might read these later. I might read these later since I got some of them out. So yeah, the series just finished up books. Season 3 is basically books 10 through 11 or 10 through 12 basically. So they're doing
Yep.
about every 3 books. So but Robert Kurtman just confirmed that you remember the Demon Detective?
Yep.
They just confirmed for the show they're doing a new story with him, which
Yeah.
that's the
That's gonna be like a new storyline for the series, and then obviously in the Marky Mark Wars, um, they didn't include Spawn, and they cut like the Iron Man like character.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I so like
Shit.
from what from what the creators of the series said, yeah, we cut that a lot down because we wanted to do their own series with that character, the Iron Man like character. You know the name of. So
Yeah,
throw him out.
Tech Knight. Sorry,
Yeah,
Tech
Ted
Knight.
Knight, and
Dude,
then
he's so cool in the comics.
yeah, they cut it because they're thinking about doing their own series on Tech Knight,
Uh, Honestly, I might reread these.
and then Spawn got cut for obvious reasons.
Womp womp.
Yeah, licensing issues.
But you know
So
what's crazy? Uh, Still standing. Mm-hmm.
and Boss Baby's in here, which is a unique thing just for this show.
Dude, Boss Baby died so horrendously.
And everybody's like, "Rip Boss Baby!"
Dude, come on.
The internet is so up in arms about the death of Boss Baby.
Dude, I wish they didn't have. I wish they had. Where is Spawn? Spawn's in the comics.
I know. We were talking about that.
I know. I'm trying to find him.
It's during the Marky Mark Wars
Yeah, that's why I'm flipping through the Marky Mark.
when they're going down that skyscraper.
Yeah.
I thought I already killed you. You can't kill me. I'm already dead. Autism. Yeah, that's basically how it went.
Listen, I'm glad that you and the Funky Bunch were having a good time because I was very upset because my favorite character, the character that I identified the most with,
Boss
died.
Baby?
Yes.
I could tell by the forehead.
I'm about to go get a hat. I was feeling good. Megan said the same thing. You can't just dramatically grow out your hair then shave it with my big old forehead.
Yes. It is startling when all thing you're used to is you wearing hats and having long hair, and then all of a sudden, boom, I shaved it. It's really short. You can't expect people to just be like, "Oh, okay." No, it's a drastic shift.
That's it. Next time's a mohawk. I'm going to shave all this off.
Oh, you're gonna be Mohawk Devin?
Yes. I'm tired of these.
Listen, if you start flying around the city, I will come for you. You better stand for my arrival.
Worm, enjoy my arrival.
Stand for my arrival, worm. I can't do the voice right now. I'm sorry.
Let me blow you a kiss, boy, in space. What? What?
It will.
Basically, bro.
Well,
Bro was sitting there like, that's not in the comics. I don't think so. I'm gonna have to reread it. I don't recall that being in the comics because I'm like, dude,
I remember cat ears,
there was no cat ears.
and he went, "Oh whoa,
Oh my god, it's a.
it's a femboy." Stand for my arrival, worm. You know how femboys sound.
Dude, somebody needs to make an edit of that. That'd be great.
There probably already is. The internet is having a fun old time. There's also a lot of sad conquest memes.
I mean, no one likes me. Well, gee, I wonder.
It's like conquest on WhatsApp, and there's like no numbers.
I haven't seen that one.
There's him at his birthday party, and it's just him by himself with one single candle, and he's crying over the cake.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like
Stop.
I sent you a lot of memes. There has to be some of these in there.
Which platform?
Both TikTok and Instagram.
Okay, I haven't checked my TikTok yet.
Dude, I keep up on my memes. I sent you a lot of the Boss Baby memes, and there was
What?
one with him in a hospital bed with a thumbs up.
Dude, we both know Boss Baby didn't make it out alive. I don't know who that green guy was. I don't remember, but he crushed poor Boss Baby.
We actually watched his movie on Popcorn Buckets. It's that version of Swamp Thing.
Ew.
They call him the Tree.
Did we really?
No, that Swamp Thing was a DC animated, or not DC movie.
Oh, okay.
But it looked like that bad costume.
It did. Well, I thought it was the Martian. Okay, so
You thought it was the Martian that was dead?
not Ben Schwartz, not Shapeshifter, but so
Not Shay Smith, but the other one, the original Guardians of the Globe.
yeah, the one that got
Killed.
Aiden like Omni-Man just like wrecked him.
Yeah.
And my question is, listen, I'm not gonna lie. When Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, I forget which one it was, because some of them look similar. It was the one that was like
Whoa! You're saying all Invincibles look the same?
they did look the same.
Is it because they're the same person? That's personism.
Well, my bad. He went to one of the most like stuck up. Well, let me ask you this, because I sat on it, because the show kind of painted in a good light.
Now hold on. We need to go back to season 2 at some point, okay? But go ahead.
Do you think Levi Armstrong's motives were justified for what he did?
I think he's crazy.
Think so?
Here's my thing. I think from like a science fiction standpoint, his mind is probably like an Ouroboros, where it's like folding in and on itself. Or sorry, not an Ouroboros, Mobius strip, where it's like folding in on itself, and so he can't really distinguish which one's his memories and which one's not, and so he's like, I am all of them and I am none of them. So he probably can't distinguish between this reality and the other ones. And so he just is like, oh, Invincible's going to kill people. He's already killed people here. He's with Omni-Man, even though he doesn't like completely know what's going on. He's like a dementia patient with dangerous superpowers. Like he's got everything going on at once. All the TVs are on in his head.
Okay.
Why?
Well,
Why? What do you think?
Well, when you make that argument, it makes sense. What I thought, I was like, well, what do you expect when a guy and all the multiverse?
Hey, could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Could you get in the center of the frame?
Oh, my bad.
You're just. Yeah, so like I was saying.
Ah, my bad.
I swear, if you start drifting to that side of the screen, I will crawl through here and slap you. I will slap some hair back on the top of your head.
What are you talking about? What you mean?
You motherfucker! You know what you're doing.
I don't know what you mean.
You're the first one to go in the Kyle Wars.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh God! All the Kyles know where I live.
Just think about it. It's gonna be like fun fact, fun fact, fun fact. It's not gonna be like them terrorizing the city. It's just them terrorizing Devin with fun facts. So, fun fact: did you know in the Wizard of Oz?
Just a whole bunch of them. Just surround me. Fun fact. Fun fact.
No, my weakness.
My weakness. Fun facts. Dude, you know you'd probably jump off a bridge if you were stuck with a whole army of Devons.
I would be so concerned because they would keep getting into stuff and breaking things. I'm like, my bad, my bad, my bad. And I'm like, you motherfucker. And then all the Kyles would just be like, hey, did you know? Unsolicited fun facts. I I did not want to know about the breeding habits of frogs. But thanks, buddy. Thanks. I think all have got ADHD, so that one fun fact is going to spread a bunch of other fun facts. And it's like a virus from there. And it's like a weirder fun facts as we go down the hole.
You getting mad at yourself in the multiverse.
Listen, mine's a less drastic version. You're breaking shit. I know you. You break shit all the time.
Oh.
We're sitting here in an interview the other day. All of a sudden, Devin's gone because everything unplugged on his end.
Oh yeah.
He looked at the screen wrong, apparently.
I looked at the screen long. Oh yeah, because then Jack and Lynn just come and rip the stuff. I'm like,
And it wasn't Devin's foot. They're like, oops, my bad.
oh, I can't.
Just imagine a whole Zoom meeting of just us, and it's just fun fact, fun fact, fun fact, fun fact, and then my bad, I unplugged everything.
That episode would never get made.
I know. We can never post it because it'd be so bad.
So we explored the multiverse today, and the fun winner is who can get through all of this in one sitting.
Yeah, that's the real winner here.
Devin, did you even edit it? No. I sat through 2 minutes and I couldn't handle any more.
Yep. But I do. If we are going to talk about season 2 and 3, I wrote a couple stuff down.
Yeah, go ahead to season 2. Sorry, let's backtrack to season 2 real fast.
Sorry. So season 2, Omni-Man is back.
Yep.
So basically, in season 2, Thraxans, they were like, "Hey, we need help. We need help.
Yeah. Oh, for
these fun facts aren't cutting it."
For people that want to read the books, it's books 4, 5, 6, and a little bit of 7 and 8.
Motherfucker, get in frame.
I am in frame.
Bring your mic with you. That way you're not tempted to go, "Hi, everybody. I'm Daly."
Anyway, sorry. Season 2 is book 4, 5, and 6, and a little bit of 7 and 8.
Yeah, so
Go
the
ahead.
Thraxans go, they're like, "Hey, we need your help. I'm Seance Dog." And he's like, "No, the fuck you not."
Dude, I remember reading that, and I was like, dude, that's so cool. And then I'm like, where the fuck did you come from? And then he's like, hey, I'm a bug person. Can you come to my planet? And I'm like, boo.
So I have a question.
Yep.
Can Thraxans like shapeshift?
I thought he used technology.
I don't remember. That's the thing. I was like, are there 2 alien races that can just like shapeshift?
I thought he said he used. I have to go. Dang it! I'm not getting back up to look.
See, this is where I got mad at you because I was like, okay, let's do season 2 and 3 combined, and I watched the entire thing in 1 week, like all 3 seasons, and I'm like, it took Devin how long to do 2 seasons?
Womp womp.
Yeah, and so, I was like, that was a weird thing, and then he gets to the planet. There's no actual meteor shower.
Nope.
It's just, hey, son, you motherfucker. And Mark's having like all these conflicting emotions where he's like, I hate my dad, but he's my dad. He raised me. But that's some fucked up shit.
I mean, he called his mom a pet.
Yeah, he's justifiably angry. And he's handling it better than most. You know?
Yeah, no, hands down. Oh, excuse me.
Like, everybody's like, oh, you're just like your dad. And he's like, I just have to take this.
I mean, yeah, he does a good job. Well, yeah. I just don't like. I like how the show did it. I like how the show then entourage of his dad just cruising through space, trying to figure shit out. I thought that was pretty cool.
No, that definitely like made you be like, okay, there's something to this, and it wasn't just like your mom is a pet to me. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, son. Gotta be quicker than that. You gotta catch these hands, boy.
Yeah, let me just destroy Earth. Come on. Meanwhile, Caesar's like, how do we catch him? Somebody catch him. Shit. Fuck.
And so he does that. He starts working for the GDA. Well, I should back up. There's a whole like Viltrumite fight, which went kind of hard to like save his brother Oliver.
Oliver, dude,
Yeah.
Oliver gets so much better in the later books. Right now,
I don't think he's bad right now.
oh, and well,
Well,
the
I mean,
TV
in
show,
season 3, I don't think he's bad.
no, well, in the comics he was kind of bratty. In the show, they've
He's a
kind of,
kid.
well, okay, let me rephrase that. His ideology.
We'll
in the
talk more
com-
about that when we talk about season 3. Okay.
Okay, in season 2, even though little Ollie was just a little
Yeah,
guy.
they get shit rocked. Omni-Man gets taken captive because the guards were alerted to the sound of the clapping of his cheeks. What's wrong, buddy?
Did you just say they were alarmed because Omni-Man was clapping some buck cheeks?
No. Well, I didn't, but you did. I was making a reference to. I keep trying to sneak around, but the guards keep being alerted to the sound of my claps cheeking or my cheeks clapping. I was making that reference, but go ahead and say it. He fucked a bug.
He did fuck a bug.
Yep, that man was bugging,
That man was bugging.
and more than one way.
Whoa.
Bow, wow, wow.
Well, I have to give them credit. Oliver came out more humanoid than I thought.
We'll talk more about that in season 3. But for right now, Mark goes back to Earth. It's been 2 months. I'm not gonna lie to you, Amber's not that bad.
No.
In season 2. She has some like justifiable reasons, like, yep, you were gone for 2 months. My dad died. People kept asking where you were, and I covered for you, but he was hard, and I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, yeah, in the show, like I said, in the books, she's kind of like, I mean, they had that argument, but she's like, I didn't know where you were. I waited, but I didn't know where you were.
Well, there's a difference in the movie one where she's like, I know.
Yeah, in the
I was
movie
just waiting
one,
for you to tell me, and I was like, season 1, you were kind of an asshat. I'm like, where were you? Where were you? I was waiting for you to explain, but you never did. And every time he was about to, she cut him off. So that was on her in season 1. Season 2, I'm not gonna lie to you, she seemed like a better person.
Oh yeah, hands down.
That may be like them polishing up the character so that the actress doesn't get like death threats, and that's a messed up thing that we even have to say. You know?
No, hands down. But I mean, I hate to say it. No, wait, they broke up in season 3.
Kind of. They broke up in season 2.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
I power watched the last bit of season 2 and season 3 together. I mean, can you blame her though?
No,
for what
I
happened
really
to her?
don't. I really don't. It would be hard to like date the most powerful superhero in the world. You know?
Well, I mean, when you have,
And then be like, yeah, I don't know where he is.
it's also kind of hard when homegirl just comes down to earth and it's like, hey,
Rapes you.
me, what?
Well, you said that she rapes him.
Oh, not right now. Jesus.
I didn't have any context for this.
No.
You're like, yeah, she rapes him. That's the first time she pops up, and he goes, yeah, she rapes Mark. And I was like, what?
No, we're not there yet.
That's what you told me.
Oh, yeah, she did, but not right now. We're not there yet.
Well, I didn't have any context for that. How was I supposed to know?
Wait, you think that she just came down?
Yeah, raped him and then left. Because you told me so. You told me so.
I shouldn't have left at that, but the fact you're like, she came down and clapped Mark's cheeks and left.
Well, it wasn't very consensual clapping of cheeks. I can tell you that much, boy.
Listen, bro, you know how strong these Ultimites are. Oh, Mark, and dude, it's oh,
I know, a
Marky,
whole new definition of thunder thighs. I know.
dude, Marky Mark needs a blanket and therapy after that. It was rough.
Where else are we? Alan the alien shows up.
Hey,
Wait,
that's my boy.
hold on a minute. That may be too far ahead. My note's closed.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Lizard League.
dude, I hate Lizard League.
Um, they're based on the Serpent Society, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
You're more of a Spider-Man guy, so correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're on the nose. And they also were making fun of, I believe, Cobra Commander and G.I. Joe. It was a mixture of two. I remember reading in Robert Curtin's notes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know a fun fact?
Sure, I love fun facts.
Ralph Duplicate, who was also a girl in the show but was a man in the series, you know he dies when she gets eaten by the snake serpent?
What?
Yeah, the guy that
What
can
are you saying? Ralph Serpent?
sorry, Ralph, the guy that can turn really small, who's Rayleigh, who's the
Oh,
girl.
Ray.
Yeah, Ray, sorry. In the show,
Yeah,
I mean in the book,
you said duplicate guy.
sorry,
Ralph
my bad.
Duplicate. And I was like, what?
Sorry, in the books, he's a guy named Ralph. In the show, it's a girl named Riley. And you know how Riley gets eaten by the big snake guy during
Yeah.
that scene? Yeah, no. He doesn't make it out alive.
We'll talk more about this in season 3.
He doesn't
Because
make it out.
I know. And you keep complaining about it.
Well, it made sense. You said something, and I watched. I was like, "Oh, that makes sense."
Yeah, like, you're just a really good character. And it would have been really stupid just to, like, not use that character for, like, character growth. And you're
Mhm.
like, man, that should be dead. They should be dead. And
Well,
I'm
they
like,
should.
will you calm down, please?
Well, they should have been dead.
Yeah, but you were like foaming at the mouth, like, she should be dead.
I wasn't
And I'm
foaming at
like,
the mouth.
motherfucker, calm the fuck down. You haven't even watched season 2 yet.
I wasn't saying I wasn't foaming at the mouth.
You were pissed off.
Oh yeah, cause I was like, she's
Do you
supposed
know
to.
how many angry phone calls I've had about Shrinking Ray? 2, which was one too many.
The she was supposed to be gone.
I know, and you keep bringing that up. It's worse
And
than when
then
I try to get us to watch Lord of the Rings, and you're like, I hate Lord of the Rings! And I'm like, will you please calm down?
listen, moral of the story is they had a good thing going in season 3.
We're not there yet. We're still in season 2.
By the way, how the heck does Rex get shot in the head and he just walks that off? Explain that one to me.
Actually, I could. So the brain is like a really interesting thing. You can survive without a brain. So as long as it's not damaging like certain parts of your brain, you still have motor functions and other functions. He would probably have some like other issues, like coordination issues, depending on which region of the brain it
Mm.
hit. But there have been military members in the U.S. military who have been shot by snipers and survived.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it is possible at that close a range. I There'd be a lot of damage, especially from a handgun.
Mm.
So he probably wouldn't be a superhero anymore, but he could still live.
Just walk it off.
Yeah,
Walk it off, champ. Walk it off. I mean, he did. He got up. He's like, hey, motherfucker.
yeah, he would not be able to get up that soon.
Dude, but he did. I'm just disappointed because in the comics, it kind of explains everybody's backstory.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked it. Dude, Rex kind of in season 3 explains his backstory to Riley. But in the comics, it does so much better. Dude, it's sad.
Yep. Alan the alien.
My boy.
Okay, so he shows up, and he was like, "Hey, I'm here to warn you guys about Viltrumites," and we're like, and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, we know," and he's like, "You know," and then he goes back to the league, comes back, and Mark's like, and Alan's like, "Dude, there's already a Viltrumite on your," and he goes, "Yeah, not me. We should talk."
Oh yeah, poor Alan. Alan the alien. He's
Yep.
always late.
And then he goes back, talks to the council, and goes, "Hey, here's the sitch," and gets the utterly shit kicked out of him in a diner. Comes back stronger. Thaddeus goes, "I'll look after him." Whoop, unplug you.
Yeah, for real. And he's like, "Hey, I'm alive, guys. Guys, I can't move." Poof.
I'm stuck, and he comes through it like it's aluminum foil, and he's like, and Thaddeus is like, "Oh, I thought you died."
He did. He was like, "Well, I unplugged your life support. Turns out you didn't die."
So I have a question for you. In the comics, is he like legitimately a traitor?
Who?
Thaddeus,
That is the yes.
like BFS with, is he the mole?
Oh no, the mole. Sorry, he was an original trainer to the Ultramites years ago, but the mole. You won't believe who the mole is. It's like, well,
If it's not there yet, or you think it could be in like a later season, don't go over it.
I'm not. It's probably gonna be. Let's see if they're already. They do a good job about subplots where the book's gonna drag them out, where the comics gonna drag them out multiple issues. If I had to guess, we're probably gonna see the mole next season because they're already about to get into the big space battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be season 4 if I had to guess
Okay.
because we're already, I'd say about a. Yeah, they say about a quarter, but he says he's hoping. I don't understand how Robert Kirkman said 7 or 8 seasons unless he's adding more original stuff because we're already a quarter of the way
Well, we
done with.
got the demon plot.
Yeah, unless he's going to add more stuff here on out. But if he's already introducing Thoron, Thrice, but he's already a quarter done. Yeah, um, I hope they add some more original stuff. It'll be fun. But yeah, we're already a quarter of the way done.
Okay. Um. What else? What else? What else? What else? Um. Anessa.
Ooh,
I think
dude,
we
I ain't
already.
gonna lie.
I think we already talked about that, didn't we?
A little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like her redesigning the show better than the comics.
Oh yeah. How so?
Well, in the show, she just looks way better, and she does like all the female Ultramites, Vultramites, all
They
look the
have
same.
mustaches. They do. It's like Lord of the Rings. Like
you
Lord of
really
the
want
Rings, baby.
you really want her to have a mustache, don't you?
Listen, if the female dwarfs in Lord of the Rings can have a beard, this is not out of the realm of possibility.
No, they all have those long ass ponytails.
Like the ninth?
Yeah,
Why?
it's just weird, man.
That's a very weird choice. I mean, the mustache is not the most weird, non-weird thing, but
Dude,
yeah.
did you realize just watching the show? Did they realize like all the male Vultramites kind of look the same to you?
Is it because they're mostly white guys with mustaches?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
I'm
got
like,
like
oh, listen, I was looking over some of the like contact stuff like from the comics, and I was like, oh, that's Mark's dad. No, that's not Nolan. That's got to be Nolan. Nope, that wasn't Nolan.
see what I mean? They all look the same, except like maybe the few black guys that pop up.
Yep,
I'm like, dang, they all look the same.
I know. Um,
Now it would have been funny if they all looked like Marx's mom. Now that would have been hilarious.
what?
I said that would have been hilarious if all the female Viltrumites looked like Mark's mom.
They all looked Asian.
I mean, no, but I thought that would be hilarious if they were.
Okay.
I don't know in the comics. I'll just show you because, like, in the comics, I can't tell if Mark's Asian American.
He would be Asian American because he's part Asian because his mom. So this is the thing I realized with Oliver,
Mm,
like the Viltrumite genes do not affect the pigment of melanin,
mm,
so it doesn't affect skin color.
mm.
Um, but it does affect like mustache. It does affect the ability to like grow a mustache, superpowers, flight, stuff like that. I looked into Oliver some.
Yeah.
He he's not as potent because like the breeding standards for Viltrumites, they're like not as compatible with breeding. It's possible, but it wouldn't produce as strong of an offspring apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's a factor.
Well,
Um,
well, they even said it in season 2, and through even in season 3, you can see that he's already aged up.
mhm. Well, yeah, he has like a different timetable. But I'm talking about like when it comes to skills and stuff.
Mm,
So like apparently he's not going to be as strong. Of course, he's aging more rapidly.
mm-hmm.
It seems like the Viltrumites kind of age like birds. Okay,
Okay.
where they don't really age until like towards the end of their lifespan. They age a little more, and then due to stressors, they just
Jesus.
what? That wasn't very graphic.
So you mean to tell me old Marky Mark is gonna look young and fresh until the end of his life, and then he's just gonna.
I mean, he's gonna age gradually, but ever so. But like the prime of his is just gonna like plateau for like a long period of time, and he's gonna have those skills for a long period of time, and then towards the end, it will be like a much more like sudden.
Yeah.
Listen, if you get an ornithologist, they could collaborate with me.
What?
Bird scientist, Devin.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it hurts me to talk to you. I hope you know that.
Oh, I just need a fun fact. I need a Kyle with a fun fact about birds.
Fun fact about birds. I just gave you an interesting fact about birds, or at
I
least I
know.
it was.
I,
But judging from your reaction, it just seemed like you're like, what?
well, I'm just ready for Levi Greenport to open up behind me, and Kyle's just dressed as a bird. You want to know a fun fact about birds?
Oh, go! It's furry Kyle.
In this
His
universe,
persona is Big Bird.
you just show up as a pink or neon green big bird. You want to know a fun fact? Oh my god. Uh,
Let's see. My last note is the relationship between Amber and Mark, which I thought was fairly mature and like rational in this season versus season one, where it's like more of like, hey, I'm communicating this. I am receiving communication. I am willing to meet you, and shit, seesaw.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, she had the same problem too, but she also didn't almost have her neck snapped by Astasia,
Who?
the female Viltrumite. Sorry.
Anessa.
Yeah,
Anessa.
Anessa. Sorry.
Anastasia is a very different one.
Mm.
You don't even know what an Anastasia is, do you?
I know it's the princess movie. I said it, and I was like, "That's the princess movie."
Yeah, and so why'd you say it if you knew it wasn't right?
Sorry, my brain's like that.
It's
This
almost as bad as you being like, yeah, I'm here with Strawberry. That's not my name. Sorry, Strawberry. Um, and I'm like, we had a cosplayer on back in June, and he is like, yeah, I'm here with Strawberry. It's Sweetberry. Anyway, thank you, Strawberry.
I
So
didn't say it.
strawberry, and I'm like, I am so sorry.
I only said it once.
Oh yeah, what about Lori?
I don't want to talk about
Oh wait,
that.
that's not her name.
It's Lauren.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
To our interviewees, we are so sorry.
But Devin cannot read.
You weren't even reading it that time.
I just saw on the screen and I was like, strawberry just made more sense.
I know you for a fact. Don't look at the screen. Yeah, so anyway, Lori. Yes, strawberry. Anyway, Calvin, let's talk about Invincible. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Who's Calvin?
Apparently me, motherfucker.
Your name is on the show. I literally DM your name on the show every time.
That hasn't stopped you from messing things up. Hey, Devin, can you do this date? Oh, you got a show? Can you do this date? No, we're going on stage at this time. But can you do this time? For the last time. We are on stage at that time. We cannot record. Can you do this time? You ghost us.
I'm sorry. My brain was like, this date right here.
Okay, you can't do that. Can you do the same date at the same time I just asked?
I'm sorry.
My brother in Christ, you were scaring the host.
I'm sorry.
All right, season 3.
We've already talked about some of season 3.
So wait, we should talk about the end of season 2. So it ends with the fight with Langstrom.
Yeah. Wait. Yes. No.
Wait, before we go on to season 3, we got to follow up our question from season 1, where it was like, who's your favorite Guardians of the Globe member?
Okay.
For season 2.
No, season 2. All right. So my favorite one for season 2. Did I say Rex last time?
Yeah, and I said no, that's not a valid answer because we're doing the original Guardians of the Globe.
Okay.
And you're like, okay, Rick explode, and I'm like, motherfucker. I said, what's it? Immortal last time.
See, he's
we were going with the original founding members of Guardians of the Globe. Now we got that new team.
Yeah, we do.
We got that new team.
I like Black Swanson in 2.
Who?
Black Swanson.
Motherfucker.
What?
It's Black Samson.
Did I say Swanson?
Yeah.
Dude, in the comics, I read it as Swanson this whole time. I'm like, Swampson. Look at Swampson.
They made a whole big deal about the hair thing.
Yeah, they did. Dude, Speed Bullet, though? Oh, my God. He's
Speed Bullet.
No, sorry. The one that's wearing the...
Bulletproof?
Is it Bulletproof?
How do you get so many people's names wrong?
I thought his name was Speed Bullet.
I don't want to do a podcast anymore.
I thought his name was Speed Bullet. I was like, Speed Bullet sounds about right. Anyways, sorry, Bullets. I mean...
So your answer is Black Samson.
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite is Rudy.
Rudy. Oh, dude, you're in for... Dude. It's so hard for me to love Rudy when I know shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
And
you said that about Immortal, because I like the concept of Immortal in season 1, because he seemed like an okay guy. And the more I look into like the outer spectrum of the character of Immortal, I'm like, he's not the best guy, but he is absolutely 100% going through some shit.
Oh, dude, Yeah, in season 3, in that episode where they go back into the future, and he's just like, his brain is just rotten because he's just so old. That's what I was talking about in season 1 because I
Yeah.
knew it was coming.
Well, here's the thing. From his perspective, he's the strongest guy on Earth. All of a sudden,
Correct.
Omni Man shows up.
No, he's not.
He's the second. He's the second fiddle, and
Hmm.
so he is having to come to terms. He watches all the people he cares about die
Hmm.
over and over and over again. Then one of his friends kills everybody himself, and so yeah, he's a bit pissed off.
I just want to know how he keeps surviving. They just keep ripping his neck off, and they're just like, hey, just reattach his neck.
Yeah.
Although, do you like that he's Abraham Lincoln in this universe?
I mean, I genuinely like the character of Immortal. He's interesting.
Uh huh.
Um, he's a very complex character. That doesn't excuse him from when he's like being a dick to Mark, just be a dick to Mark.
Yeah.
But at the same time, his dad punched a hole in his chest and
Hmm.
ripped off his head. So I mean, I'm not gonna say he isn't justified, but you definitely shouldn't take out on like the child for the
Oh,
father's
dude.
sins.
He's kind of invincible. Not invincible. The Immortal's pretty much about to chill out.
Yeah,
He's
he's going through shit.
yeah, he's about to chill out though. So you'll see.
But no, Rudy is one of my favorites. I I like a character that will grow, and
Hmm.
Rudy is that where he, to quote Bulletproof, you have a guy who stole the DNA of one coworker to make a clone body of that coworker, so you could date another coworker who's not into him. Uh, he's like a very complex character, and I think him having to learn to be human
Hmm.
is an interesting storyline, and I do think it makes for an interesting episode, and I do like the relationship between him and Monster Girl. Stop making that phase. I have seen some stuff, so I'm not completely ignorant to what's going to happen with him and Monster Girl.
Okay.
Um, but I like the complexity of the character and the willingness to grow.
Oh yeah, hands down. Because he's like, I don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you do it. Yes, I do agree with you. But then just
Okay.
near the end,
Mm-hmm.
just takes a complete left turn. But I don't know. Sitting here talking about it, I'm like, I need to reread these, see if there's something I missed.
All right, Devin. I've got a follow up question about the Guardians of the Globe, which I did not do in season one. Who is the MVP of season two, Guardians of the Globe?
Oh, out of the original or their current team?
The current team in season two.
Hmm. Sorry, I'm trying to think. My brain says Riley or Monster Girl, but I feel like that's wrong. Who do you think?
Rex Blood. He took a bullet to the head and kept on trucking.
Oh, duh. Sorry, I was like trying to like fast
Well, no,
forward season 2.
you have two plots going on. Half the team is on Mars. The other half is on Earth.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I was trying to think because I was like, it's a pretty good. You know, I usually don't like point A to point B plots, but Invincible, the TV show, does a pretty good job about flushing them out.
Yeah. Which is why I'm like, yeah, that is. We actually didn't talk about Mars.
Yeah, and that's what I like about the show because in the book it drags out like literally.
I mean, I that's what I kind of like, where it's like the astronaut comes back and then he throws up in the sink, and oh, the sequoids are back. And I thought that was a really good foreshadowing, an interesting plot for season four. Um,
Sorry, I'm trying to find it. It's not that book. It's literally. I just had it. Yeah, it's literally that whole Mars plot is the whole book of all of book 8,
yeah.
which that's okay, but I do like how the show kind of
Is that Shapesmith, by the way?
yes, He has a different costume in the comic books than he does in the show.
Hold up closer. Okay, that's why it looks like that. Yeah, like half of his face is turning back into the Martian form.
Yeah. Although I love Ben Schwartz as a shapeshifter.
No,
Really
he does a
good.
really good job. He's like, yes, I was born as an Earth baby,
Honestly, I
and
like it.
everybody's just like, right.
Did I like in season 3? They're like, "Whose side are you choosing?" He's like, "Well, I get a race car bed,
And
and
Cecil was okay with me after I messed up on Mars. So this is all I really ever known.
I'm gonna stay here with my race car bed." I'm just like, dude, that's a good ploy. He just wants his race car bed.
Um, what was one thing? My favorite shape spit moment is, "Hi, I've come here to run at a stationary location." He gets on the treadmill and starts doing it completely wrong, and everybody's just like, "That made it sound okay."
I like how he's like, with power punch or power pole, power punch, power pole.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to that in a second, but I like how he's like, "Hey, did you ever find Invincible? I know you were looking for him last night, but did you ever find him?" Dude, we just walked out to a villain that whipped his ass the night before. Hey, did you ever find the guy you were looking for?
I blacked out. What happened?
Dude,
And he's just like, "The fuck."
dude, you got your ass kicked. Of course you don't remember what happened.
Yeah.
Although the title cards in season 3 is like, I'm looking for him.
Hey! We'll get to season 3 when we get to it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, season 3. I'm so sorry. I had to do it. One day I'm gonna make you laugh. Is it
I'm
just
not
oiled? Is it just oiled up Russian men
trying
fighting on the moon?
fighting on the moon.
Yeah. Hey, you may be surprised about this, but there is some fighting on the moon in this.
Yes. Let's go. They're fighting on the moon.
Yep.
Are
I
they-
don't know if they're oiled up, but they're definitely having some fun up there.
Oh, shucks. If they're not oiled up, I don't want them.
Oh, I need to talk about my favorite thing in season 2.
Go ahead.
The narrator. Whenever the narrator showed up, it's like, let's take a look. Oh my gosh. Let's go to Alan the Alien across space.
Oh, yeah, they do that in the comics because they're like, he's like, let's give Mark and Eve some time alone. Meanwhile,
Alan the
Alan just
Alien. Oh my gosh, they're fucking too. Let's pan back to Mark. Oh my god. Alan, look at this cat.
they do
Look at
that
the cat.
They do that in the books too, because at one point he's like, "Oh, Mark and Eve are getting," or he might still have been dating Amber, whichever one it was, and he's like, "Oh, let's give them a, let's go check on our friend Al the alien," and you just hear Alan's girlfriend in the background, "Oh," and he's like, "Oh my god, let's look at a cat.
It's safe here. It's safe for the cat.
Look at the cat," and she's like, "Let's see what Cecil's doing." Cecil's just breeding with a robot. Oh my god, let's see what,
Donald.
I don't know, some robot. Just
Oh, we didn't talk about Donald.
you know what? In season 3
Do
and
you want
later
me to
half
talk
season,
about it in season 3?
yeah, season 3, Donald grew on me.
Yeah. Season 2, Donald grew on me, and I was like, oh.
Really? Because he
Mhm.
kind of figured out what he was.
Yeah, like that whole like process with oh my gosh, I'm blanking on Will's boyfriend's name.
Oh, Rick.
Yeah, Rick being like having that whole plot. It was like, hey, I'm gonna jump, or would this kill me anymore? And he's like, hey, I know what you're going through. And he's like, how could you? And it's like, no titties.
And hey, I've died like a jillion times, dude. It's
39
cool.
that I know of.
Yeah,
There's a lot more.
dude. Yeah, Cecil's like, I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but fuck, here you go. You just see Donald just squished, blown
He's
up.
like saving people every single time, and you see him like willing to sacrifice himself. And that's how we're going to leave it till season 3. All right, transition. You're going to put in some special effects there, right?
Do you want me to?
Do you want me to?
Can you do it right now on your control panel?
Devin, what was that?
That was Jack. Yo, cool.
Wait a minute. Could I do something else? Hold on a minute. Hold on. There's text options. Let's see.
Really?
Oh,
Yo, mama.
That's underwhelming. Look how tiny it is.
Yo, mama. Wow. Can you not make it any bigger?
I don't know.
Wow. I'm also kind of disappointed.
No.
Womp womp. Yo, mama.
Let's see. Oh,
That's also kind of disappointing.
yeah.
But why does it go to the far right?
I don't know. It's just in the middle for me.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Wait, can I move it? I can't move it. That's
Wow.
sad.
Oh, maybe because with Rivers. Okay, maybe because technically the far right is technically in the middle. But well, I don't know. It's the middle for you and far
Powered
right.
by Riverside FM.
The fuck, Cecil?
Powered by Riverside.
It's so loud.
I did, but I fucked with it. I kind of fuck with that. We might have to start hitting the intro with that.
Okay. I have had enough nightmares, so I think I'm
Why?
done for now.
I kind of like that. We might have to start hitting the random hour episodes when we have guests with that real fast.
Powered by Riverside.
Yeah, just tell the guests it's going to be a little.
All right, hold on a minute. We got to hit the intro. Powered by Riverside. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you people? Do you want the test results?
Oh, we can give them to you.
We got MRIs.
Literally, I just did an MRI on my kidneys. He just did one on his knee.
Yeah. You want to see the pictures of my knee?
Oh, God. Someone's going to be like, what the fuck kind of show did I get on?
The special kind.
The special one.
My mama says I'm special.
My mama says I'm special.
Oh, we should focus. So season 3.
Yep.
Okay, Devin, recap the events of season 3 for me.
Okay, season 3, he brings Ollie back to Earth with him.
Mhm.
Okay, the Mars thing is over. They wrapped up the Mars thing. All right. Ollie grows up a little bit because, he grows up fast. He gets his powers. And meanwhile, Eggman, a.k.a. Malted Lava Man, just captured all the heroes.
Doc Seismic.
Yeah, Dr. Seisman. I always call him Dr. Eggman to me. He looks like Dr. Eggman. Captures all the heroes, does like, I'm the bad guy. And Cecil's like,
gender patriarchy.
pretty much.
Is he like that in the comics?
Yes. Like, there is no, like, they kind of written his character to a T. There's no difference with him. He's just Dr. Seismic. He's basically like a narcissistic Saturday morning cartoon villain.
No, he's not though. That's the thing. He is like, I am what the right fears. I am the left wing agenda. Cast out your monuments. I studied African dance, and you're like, what?
Cool, win.
Do it. Do a little jig. I am not your slut.
Do a jig.
And then he's like, oh, look. Every time he sees Eve, it kills me because he's like, look, a gender stereotype. For the last time, I designed my own costume.
She really didn't. She doesn't even wear. She puts on body armor for season 3 a lot. She's like hey, guess what? I've been studying engineering. Which, by the way, in the comics, she never goes to school. But she's like, for the show, I've been studying engineering.
I thought that was a really cool plot point.
It is. It makes sense.
Like it. I mean, yeah. So in like the Adam Eve backstory episode where she's like, this is how she got her powers. This is what it's like growing up with her. Yada yada yada. I was like, okay, she's got a lot of chemistry knowledge, and this is like, oh, I'm bettering myself by going to school and doing like architecture and stuff, so I can learn stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really cool.
Instead of her being like, I can do this with particles. Well, it doesn't help me if I can't fuse them all together. Which I did like that, because you can see where she's like, okay, I gotta fight this giant ass dragon. I'm gonna need some armor. You know what? A mace should do the job. Mark, here, catch this mace and throw it.
Throw me, Mark.
What? Throw me.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
She really did. She says, I'm armored up. Throw me, champ.
Should break
Okay.
up, Devin.
Huh?
What?
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 Huh?
Huh?
Megan will tell you when you're older.
Oh, okay.
So
I can't wait.
Yeah.
But sorry. Holy.
See, this is
What?
what I was trying to do earlier.
What the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, I thought somebody was about to join our meeting. I was like,
Fun fact, it does show up in the recordings. I hope you know that. So, I'm so sorry, the audio listeners, but something really funny is happening. There's an ad for Riverside. I figured out how to play, and I couldn't figure out which one it was earlier.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought somebody was about to join this interview. I was like, who the hell did you invite today's episode? I thought it was us.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, that scared the living shit out of me.
Okay, Devin, what were you saying?
I'm not gonna lie, that scared the shit out of me.
I know it.
I thought somebody was about to join our meet. I was like, did somebody? I didn't know if Polichu was coming back on. I didn't know who it was. I thought somebody was about to hop on. I'm like,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Recently, when we've been just like doing the two of us for like popcorn buckets, sometimes I see the option, and it's like the Green Goblin mask calling to me. And it's like, you could send this link to anybody. You could just have a random person join and not tell Devin beforehand just to fuck with him.
Lord.
Just middle of us like recapping Superman Quest for Peace. Hi. Oh shit! They responded. They joined.
I was told it.
Hey, what do you know about Superman?
Okay. That's gonna be a fun episode. I'm keeping this all in.
Okay, but we got to recap season 3 before we hit 4 hours.
Okay. All right. So
unless you want this to be the end of season 2.
No, we can do season 3 and just combine it all. I don't know. It's up to you. What do you want to do? Because I mean, we're already talking about season 3.
Yeah, but we're an hour.
It's up to you.
Yeah, hit the outro.
All right. Hey guys, we'll continue this exciting episode next week as we actually sit down and recap season 3. See, Jack needs to go outside. As we recap season 3 of Invincible. So as always, check me out on my podcast, the More Sports Podcast for everybody, as well as Popcorn Buckets, where we review a new movie every Sunday. And hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Random Incorporated, where you can watch the video versions of all your favorite podcast episodes. And hey, we're on Instagram as Rendo Bucket Boys. And hey, we're on Twitter at Rendo Corporate One. End it. I
What?
was trying to get to an hour and 10 minutes.